Hello students, this is Mr. Boyd. Welcome to another lesson on algebra. Today we're going to take a look at radical expressions and rational exponents. So the essential question is, how do you write a rational exponent using radical notation? Before we begin with the examples, let's go ahead and take a look at some vocabulary. Rational exponents are exponents that can be written as fractions. So if we review what we've already talked about with exponents, we've talked about integer exponents, which would be positive, negative whole numbers, and an exponent of 0. In previous lessons, we covered all the rules involving those. So today we want to cover um, exponential expressions that use fractions. A radical is any of the following symbols. So it could be what you call a square root symbol, a cubed root symbol, a fourth root symbol, and so on. So this little check mark looking thing is called a radical. The index is called, is the number that goes right here. Now notice if it's a square root, there's a 2 here, but we don't always write it down. All right, moving on to the next one. The expression, this expression is read as the square root of 9. This expression is read as the cubed root of 64. And the next expression is read as the fourth root of 16. Now, when you're looking for roots, you're looking for the number that's multiplied by itself as many times as the index says to give you that number. So the fourth root of 16, since 16 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, I can see that that is 2 to the fourth. So the root here, the fourth root of 16, would just be 2, because 2 is multiplied by itself 4 times to give us the number 16. We'll look at that a little bit more in later lessons, but I just didn't want you to be confused by what we're talking about when we say square root, cubed root, or fourth root. Okay, so here's our rational exponent property. B to the m over n. Notice m and n could be any integer, and it's a fraction. We write the m as the exponent and the n as the index. Now that can be written as parentheses like you see here, or it could be written without the parentheses as you see here. And again, m is the exponent and n is the index when written in radical form. So if we follow that rule or that logic, then we would write a radical symbol. We would put the base 4 underneath. The index would be 2, and the exponent would be 1. Now, because this is a square root, we do not have to write the 2 in there. And because this is an exponent of 1, we don't have to put the exponent out there. So if we take a look at the next one, we would do the square root of 16. Okay? For 27 to the 1/3 power, that can be written as the 3 goes here. That's our index. The 27 is the base, and the 1 is the index, is the exponent again, but we don't need to write it. Down here, we've got 64 is our base. Our index is 3. Our exponent is 2. Or it could be written as the cubed root of 64 to the second power. Okay, why don't you guys go ahead and try the next couple, and we will continue the video in just a moment. Guys, to check your work, let's see how you did. This one would be the cubed root of 8. This one would be 27 cubed root to the second power, or the cubed root of 27 to the second power. Either answer works. Okay, so let's roll on down to the next table, and let's see what happens when we work backwards. So if we're looking at the square root of 24, we're going to write our base, 64. And since we don't have anything here, we know this is a 2, and this is raised to the first power, so this would be 1 over 2. If we have an x as a base, there's no difference. We're going to write the base of x, and this is also going to be to the 1/2 power, because that index is 2. There's nothing written there. All right, let's take a look at this next one. This one's a little different, right? So I notice I've got an expression x plus 3 all under the radical symbol. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that entire base in parentheses. Again, I know this is a 2, and this is raised to the first power. So after I put that in parentheses, I'm going to put the exponent of 1/2 outside the parentheses. For our next example, I'm going to write the x minus 7 in parentheses because it's all underneath the radical symbol. And then my exponent would be 1 over 3. Notice this index gets placed in the denominator. Okay, moving right along. The next example, we've got an x plus 3 under the radical, and this one's going to get raised to a power of 1/5. In this last example, notice everything is not underneath the radical. So I only place in parentheses what is underneath the radical, raise that to the 1/3 power, because this is an exponent of 1 and an index of 3, and then I put the plus 3 outside the parentheses. Okay, so I'd like for you guys to go ahead and try these next few and see how you do, and then you can continue the video and see how you did. All right, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If so, always hit the subscribe button. If you hit the bell, you'll get notified whenever I put out new videos in algebra. Thanks so much. Hope you have a good day.